Now we have a report from our reporter Kun Patsurang Desha Puttarangsi about the 21st century media, the new frontier, the new barriers.
Burma and Cambodia are the worst performers in terms of mass media freedom among the 10-country ASEAN grouping, according to a regional forum. At a May 3rd UNESCO conference on 21st century media, New Frontiers, New Barriers, the biggest challenges in Burma is the lack of media independence because it is completely controlled by the junta government. Therefore, press freedom does not exist, according to a press representative from Burma. In your opinion, what are the challenges in press in Burma?
About the election, and they cannot interview to the election commission or any other candidates or any other parties. What is their policy? What is their opinion? What they would like to do for the country and the people? Such things they cannot cover up. And the worst is that when after they start the parliament, the election is finished with vote rigging. After that, the parliament convenes. At the parliament, no journalists, no reporters, no media personnel are allowed. So ahead of the parliament sessions, they release an instruction. The instruction is anybody without invitation found in the area of the parliament will deserve 2 years in prison.
In Cambodia, journalists have been threatened. For example, they have been murdered, facing injustice. Even their families have been threatened, according to the president of the Cambodian Center for Human Rights, U Virak. There were 13 journalists killed between 1992 and 2008, but none of them has been brought to justice, Mr. Yu added. On the ground of challenges, Cambodian press has a view on Thai-Cambodian relation regarding the border conflict. Mr. Yin Suom has told our reporter how Cambodian press has an influence on this. Yes, Mr. Yin, in your opinion, what do you think are the influences that press can do to Thai-Cambodian relation?
Well, in my opinion, I think that our relationship for now, the media or the press, they not really tend to follow their professionalism yet. They only tend to be write article only from each side, not from both sides. That is going to be really difficult to deal with.
Basically, the discussion is to evaluate media independence, examine and ensure the fundamental principles of press freedom, to defend the media from attacks, and to pay tribute to journalists who have lost their lives in the exercise of their profession. For the Thai side, press freedom has already been exercised, but the barriers are understandable when it comes to politics. Regarding the research in Thailand, people's perception of the media as a platform for democratic discourse is still uncertain, but it is gearing towards a more positive direction.
And it's sad that we see the media taking sides in this very crucial juncture. Because in fact, the media should play a very neutral, objective role in reporting about issues in the country. Because people, a large sector of people in society seem to be fed with either misinformation, biased information, and that in a way will contribute to bigger gap, of misunderstanding among people with different point of views politically.
Moreover, Thai mass media's independence, transparency, and accountability are among the key issues. On the political divisions such as the red and yellow shirts, Mr. Thep Chaiyong, managing director of Thai PBS, suggested that
as far as Thai PBS, as the public broadcaster is concerned, we have our code of ethics. We have our principles that we try very hard to make our journalists understand and try to adhere to them. Meaning that in reporting on divisive issues like the political problems that we are facing. So I think this is a very, very crucial principle within the Korean political context, which seems to be lacking among the media at large.
For the media development in Laos, the media law was officially released in 2009, supporting the privatization of television and radio programs. Wanaphone Sithirat said, "What are the challenges in media in Laos in particular?"
Actually, there are a lot of challenges, but the main one I would say that, and also another pressure would be economic side, because of the low payment. So that's why the journalists don't have that motivation and to have that enough courage to risk their life to do a story. And they also their own fear because they've been under this environment, the control environment for a long time. So they have this fear, even though they have laws, even though the government allow more spaces, but they still have this fear to force them to practice self-censorship. And I would say this is the three main challenges. Yes.
Among the interesting perspectives, Gayatri Venkiteswaran, Executive Director of SIPA, Southeast Asian Press Alliance, told us that what are the threats facing ASEAN media.
From the Philippines to Indonesia and even in Thailand, we do see that journalists do face physical threats and harassment, and that's something that we would like governments to take a bit more serious look into, because a threat to a journalist is also a threat to the public's right to know.
Yes.
Yeah, so that would be among the two major obstacles, I think, for media in ASEAN.
Nevertheless, the main point of World Press Freedom Day on May 3rd is to help raise awareness of the importance of press freedom, the rights to expression, and the rights to know and access to different sources of information. Despite that, for ASEAN, an awareness of challenges and threats in media should be firstly realized, and the means to reduce them must also be effectively implemented. Patsurang Desha Putharangsi, reporting for ASEAN Newsroom.
And when we come back, Around Asia by Asia News Network is waiting after the break.